Recently, I made a community post asking people to send FNaF characters they'd like to see me redesign. I went through it and I picked out the characters that I was going to redesign, and I did. I drew what I would do to each of the characters if I were the one making the games. So, I'm going to go through each of the characters that I have chosen out of your recommendations, and a special one at the end that I used a wheel to get, and I'm going to show off the character, and I'm going to explain what I would do differently. I'm going to show you the redesign. For the first redesign, Switch Zone recommends to do Funtime Freddy. Now, the main problem I have with Funtime Freddy and Funtime Foxy is that unlike Baby and Ballora, they don't really have a theme. Baby is circus themed, and Ballora is a ballet dancer, but Freddy and Foxy don't really have any theme to them, like a circus theme. I still like their designs though. Funtime Freddy has the white and pink color scheme that the Funtimes have. And the coolest part about him is that he has a Bonbon or Bonnie hand puppet. He has a black top hat and a black bow tie with a speaker in his chest, which I really think is interesting and cool for a FNaF design. Overall, I really like his design, but for redesigning him, I decided to make him a clown. So here's the redesign. I'm really proud with it. I gave him a big red nose for the clown features. I gave him red cheeks instead of pink, and I made his eyes different colors just to show off the craziness of his design. I gave him a striped top hat as well as striped arms just for fun, and I kept the speaker, but I got rid of the buttons. I gave him a clown-like bow tie and a flower, and big shoes for more clown features. For Bonbon, I redesigned him more like a ventriloquist puppet or ventriloquist dummy. I made his features look a lot more like Billy the Clown from Saw. I gave him those swirly cheeks and the little red teardrops, and made it so that his mouth moved like a ventriloquist dummy. So overall, I really like this design, and I think it's one of the best FNaF designs I've ever made. Turkey Boy says to redesign Foxy. Now, I love Foxy's design. I think it's a really good design and fits with the FNaF 1 animatronics very well. He's a red fox and he has wither, and what's wrong with him? There's really almost nothing wrong with him except for the eye patch and the hook. There's really nothing showing that he's a pirate. And even without the eye patch, most of the time he doesn't even have the eye patch on, and also, he still has an eye under there. So, for my redesign, I made sure to remove the eye, and I gave him more pirate-like features. I gave him some more withering around the arms, and I also put the hole in his chest too, and at his neck, as you can see there. I gave him a pirate-like outfit too. I gave him a belt type thing across his shoulder, and I also gave him a ripped pirate kind of jacket. I don't really have much to say with this one because it's simpler than the other ones, but I still like it. I think it's a kind of good mix between Pirate Captain Foxy and just normal Foxy. Alright. So I personally really like Molten Freddy's design. I think it looks really cool. I don't know why many people don't really like it that much. I guess I can see why, because Ennard's design is also really, really good. But I really like Molten Freddy's design. I like how he's like struggling to keep himself together after Baby left the group. But I do have problems with it. I just feel like it only shows Freddy a lot, and I get that that's the point, but I feel like it should also show like a tiny bit more than that. I also feel like it should show more Ennard, because I feel like when I first saw him, I thought this was a brand new character. I knew it had something to do with Funtime Freddy because of Kellen Goff, but I did not know it was Ennard until I did some research about it. That was not recent, by the way. I know that he's Ennard. So for my redesign, I decided to make him have some more more evidence that he was Ennard before. So for my design, I made him look more molten, because his name is literally Molten Freddy. So I made one of his ears stick to his head. I made it most of the right side of his face melting off. But I also made it so that it has Ennard's mask and his original button on his chest. Bonbon's head is on his left shoulder. I have some eyeballs and a little bit of an arm casing on his right arm. I also gave him full hands instead of just like little can fingers. And I also gave him a red eye. And I made his teeth have different sharpness levels and just size levels. And I also made his cheeks scribbled on instead of just like actual cheeks. So yeah, I didn't change too much. I just changed the tiny problems I had with it. But overall, I'm very proud of this. I like how it came out. So overall, I am very proud of my redesigns, and I hope you guys like it too. If you liked the video, then make sure to tell me that, and I might make another one of these, or I might turn this into a series. I like redesigning characters and reimagining them into a way that I personally like, but I can continue this if you guys want, and I can go into other things like Deltarune or something else. But until then, I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you next time.